Now then, as you will have probably seen, there's been some absolutely amazing new decks that have appeared. And one thing I've been trying is using like patience, so using the Arethusa Adepts and the Banard students and Gerhardt and all that fun stuff. And it feels really good, to be honest. I mean, if you look at this list, this is kind of a combination of a lot of things. I made an initial list that was reasonably similar, and then I've been experimenting with it. I saw a list that Freddie was running, I saw a list that Shamiri was running, and it all kind of became a gross bastardization of all of these ideas into one. And the general idea is like you have absolutely insane carryover potential if you can get something like Dandelion to stick and not get locked in a round one, because every single turn you're getting an extra point. You can get your Centurion Envoys to basically reorder your deck, and as you can kind of see, it's super polarized at the top end. So being able to have two cards that literally let you look at three cards and say, okay, these are the ones I want to draw into, and these ones, super, super good. And yeah, that's basically the concept, is if we can get that carryover going and then ensure that we're drawing into the good stuff later on, it's pretty much unbeatable, because there's so many points. Gerhardt I initially dismissed as a card until I very quickly realised that he can straight away play a Pact, which means he's literally 13 points just on deploy, which is kind of insane. If you are in a matchup where he's going to stick, then you just let the patience keep ticking, it boosts up your Arethusa Adepts, and then he ends up with, being he can play like a Yenver, or he can play like a double cross. Like it just gets kind of stupid. And say your Gerhardt gets answered before you can do anything, that's fine. You just use Shani, and then she pulls out a Barnard student that in round one you've been letting it tick away at patience, and now it comes out and it can deal 8 points of damage, and then it deals its 8, and then you use a casting. What's his name? The casting spell, 5 provision 1. My brain's gone. To reset that so it can keep ticking again, or you can use it for 8 again, and then you can Vraxis and pull something else with Shani. 7.710 cooldown doesn't mean shit. You just go again. Or same with Gerhardt, you just go again. And I think that's basically the thing with it. You have a lot of points if you can get to that late round. And surprisingly, you put out a reasonable amount of points if you can get a couple of engines sticking in round one as well. So I've basically been using this as my brainless deck. There's a few other things I've been trying, which I will be getting videos out for. But yeah, it's a good time. I think this is my favourite patch in a long time. Long time. Really good expansion. So, as always, if you do want to see more content, really appreciate if you could subscribe. Really helps me out. And we'll jam some of this degenerate nonsense. Alright, just start recording and someone's been whining for food. So your punishment is you've got to sit here and be cute. But do you think it's cloggers? I think it's cloggers. But this isn't too bad of a hand. Right, I'll let you down so I can do my mulligans. Goodbye. Little shit, honestly. Little shit. But this is a pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. I like the envoys. Not what I wanted. Oh yeah, something I was gonna mention was you probably noticed, I've changed my picture on like YouTube and stuff. It's still me. It's just I haven't really done much in the way of art recently, so I just wanted to get back to that. Do a bit of art, so I just did a shit little drawing of myself. Job's a good one. Just spice it up a little bit. I'm always making little changes to stuff for the channel. Bit of a perfectionist. But yeah, I'll talk about this deck a little bit as well. So yeah, it's just absolute nonsense, because all your points coming from cards like Shani, Gerhardt, carry over from Dandelion, Antaeus. I mean, even the Adepts, like, that's something people slept on as well. Is like, these get really tall really quickly. Really, really quickly. But yeah, we'll just get both of these set up. And then it's already looking good. Already looking good. Because these are really threatening. Because if you've played even like one game against a deck like this, you know you need to deal with these early. Which puts them, especially against like control decks, puts them in kind of an awkward position where they're going to struggle to develop points and deal with these at the same time. Now, Imprisonment obviously has the option to use a lock, but I mean, if they want to use, I was going to say if they want to use a leader, this looks like it's probably a more traditional style, which is something I can deal with. So we'll develop the Adept, and we'll just see what happens. See what happens. Good thing is, it isn't really over for this. It's already got like Patience 2, because I mean, I'm not going to turn off the Patience and lose my carryover for later on, just for the sake of like 2 damage in a round 1. It's not worth it. Because if we can get this particularly tall, and they can't deal with it, it's a massive player. Massive player. So, through fear of this getting locked, we'll do a cycle, and now Shani's on top. This is kind of what I was saying, was like, I was initially skeptical of if I could get this to work, but the envoys literally make it possible. It's also considering, like, do we maybe AA for Dandelion? But I feel like that's it's a little much. This might not be a Dandelion game. I think what's looking more likely is we use AA for either Karak Marine for like a big point slam if we need to catch up, or Istrid just for a bit of consistency. Because now we know that we can shuffle back Hubert, and we will get Shani. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's not all bad in being in hand, mainly because like his counter isn't going down, so we can guarantee he'll come out later. That's another thing. Like, I've never had a game where this doesn't come out. It's kind of insane. And now I think about it, I think we do want to put you. Yep, so we got Shani, and we'll put back Hubert, and we can just chill. Kind of what I mean. These are getting slept on a little bit, especially because like Patience is only really on 3 cards. It's on your Banard Student, it's on Istrid, and it's on Gerhardt. Now you need Balls of Steel to hold Patience on Gerhardt. And Istrid kind of depends, but the Banard Students, like, you're always kind of letting them just tick, so it operates as like a point of turn for this, while it's like carryover while also being passive points, which just insane. Especially if you can like Queen Adelia out an Aretusa Adept, and then you play another one, you get like 3 down, and you've got 2 Banard Students ticking away every turn. It's literally 6 points a turn, as well as 2 points a turn carryover. Obviously that's like a best case scenario, but is what it is. This might just be our pass. Don't know. So we're gonna get him 1, 5. I mean, we maybe just kill now. Maybe just use the 4 points. Good little shuffle. Alright, we'll do this, and I'm happy enough with 4. I think that's good enough in my eyes. We'll remove that. How we can play this is not committal at all, since we won't be using this later on anyway. There's really no point in holding on to this. I don't want to lose on even, but I'll at least make it so we're not losing like 2 cards down, or we're not winning the round 2 cards down. Sorry. But neither of us have really committed much. I mean, I've committed like Istrid in the first half of AA, which means I've committed more than they have. It's just that if you hit that Blight Maker in round 1, or you hit both Blight Makers in round 1, it's just beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. But with any luck, you know, we can use Shani. We have Varaxis, we got Gerhardt coming. I'm not too worried about this one. Alright, that's it. I mean, I was going to pass, like... do we pass? Maybe we didn't bother passing. 7. Not enough for each. Yeah, so we just pass this. Like, I was going to pass anyway, and just accept the fact that we're losing uneven. But Brathan's being the card, I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with seeing that one out. And it'll be interesting to see what they do. Because if they are playing like a very traditional ball deck, which I expect to see, also this hand, man, something else. If they are playing like a ball deck, they really want to go to a long round, but then we kind of also want a long round. And if they bleed us, we can very confidently, like, sparingly use some of this really good stuff, and still have enough power left. Because, you know, say we use Anseus and Gerhardt, for example, you know, we've still got Shani, Braxis, Donomir, and, like, an Adelia, just for example. Yeah, wasn't exactly expecting a pass.
The Empire will be victorious.
No, that's no fun. That is no fun at all. Okay, well with that happening, that's kind of made up my mind that we're just playing this one, because there's not going to be too much in the way of like value from Shani, because the second revive is a little disappointing. Could get like an envoy, could get a adept. But yeah, we can see. Obviously, this is a little scary. But this does say, like, okay, maybe they take this as, like, we've got a really good card out of them. Just have to see what they decide here. I think, personally, I'd look at this and be like, okay, Shani's out. That's pretty good value for basically a mana and a bit of thinning. And, like, Ball is just good in a long round. Or not. Looks like they're just saying no, which is totally fine. Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be a dandelion game by any means. I mean, which means we may be... AA feels like a bit much as well, though. AA does feel like a bit much. Hand's too good. Hand is too good. Okay, we'll go Karat Marine. Keeps us even. It's not a huge... I mean, it's not a commitment. It's 4 provisions. Yeah, looking at the deck, just what we do here is... I mean, 99 times out of 100, it's Karat Marine. Also, you're a true person of culture if you recognise this one. Got a bit of the old All Night going. I mean, Shani doesn't die, so we're probably just fine with this. I'm not letting him off that easy. I don't just want to give him a pass straight up. Interestingly as well, the UC leader charges also counts for Hubert pulling out. It counts as an order. So that's just very, very helpful. Very helpful. Because I mean, we already have 1, 2, 3 from the reset. We're definitely getting an order card from Amphibious Assault, so there's 4, 5, 6. He's only got 4 left. This is what I was kind of saying, like, even though he wasn't ticking down in round 1, literally doesn't matter. 10 orders is not a big ask. Joachim. Okay, I think I know the play here. Gerhardt and Doom this. But then they're going to coup it anyway. But then we can do it with what's his name? We can for access and reset this and Doom the second one if we're really that bothered. But it feels to me like they're maybe going for a 2-0, or it's like a hyper thin. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what they're going for. The deck's relatively thin, so I mean, it being hyper thin isn't like the outside the realms of possibility. Good job, we've got nearly everything good out of our deck, isn't it? Okay. Not sure what we're going for here. Like, I'm thinking it's just Carrot Marine. Because this is valuable here. Just leave me alone, man. Just let me out the round. Let me out. I was considering just like jamming leader and just being like, please, you're getting something out of me, just let me out of the round. Okay, fine. We're just gonna redo this, so you can't shuffle it back. Yeah, I don't want to see double Joachim. Really don't want to see double Joachim. If I remember right, they didn't use coup in round 1. Yeah, so they're going to have coup guaranteed next turn. So yeah, denying a Joachim would be pretty good. Would be pretty good indeed. Alright, let's doom that one as well. Come on, you gotta take the pass here, man. Don't try and take this last card from me. Okay, good. I mean, they bled everything out of us, but we managed to keep on hold of Anseus. Hopefully we draw into some decent stuff. Adelia's good. I don't think we ever get the use of our casting contest. Alright, a little disappointing, to be honest.
There are things in the universe of which even the sages have not dreamt.
I'll flirt this one, just because it's got a shield, so like if they imprisonment this, I don't really care too much. Because they won't get the damage through, they'll turn off the 2 points here, but yeah, I think I'm okay with it. Slight misplay, should have played Adelia here. No, actually, we may be playing the front row. Just because Anseus is always going to, like, there's no situation we play Anseus back row. Maybe we just played it from row. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'm just a washed up chimp. No, they still get a 9-point mentor off Dandelion. But what are they going to play back? They could like counter like Gerhardt, which would be pretty sad, but we just answer that with an Anseus. Fine by me. Absolutely fine.
Impertinence is the one thing I cannot abide.
Okay.
If the king demands a head,
That's the wrong bro. That doesn't do that. You need to play Anna on the range row. Yeah, this game's been going on nearly 20 minutes. We've got a rope on our hands. I mean, I'm rope sometimes, but this is something else. We're in rank 3, like, people are just messing about. There's not that much to think about. Is it meant to, it's cancer, okay. We can deal with this anyway, it's fine. Please greed it out. Ah, no fun. No fun. We trade into this, I'm pretty sure. So 6 into a 9. 7 into a 9. Yeah, we actually use a leader. It's good enough. It's good enough. We'll take it. Fair enough. And that's a coup de grace. Which I don't think is enough. That puts us down to 24. Gets them to replay Anseus, who places an 8. The 26 and an 8, 15. They need quite a few points from this. Gwent? No, he's just a 4. He's just an 8, sorry. Yeah, never thought you'd see it, would you, boys? Greedy Northern Realms beating Imprisonment. This is what I mean. Deck's unbeatable if you draw your cards. Alright, and Slave will be interesting. We need to be super careful with our engines for this. But also, I had a little panic. I'm just signing back in now because I completely forgot I'd changed my password for my YouTube account, and then when I kind of opened up YouTube and everything, it just wasn't logged in or anything, and so like palpitations very quickly started of, oh no, what's happened to the channel? But we're safe, boys. We're safe. It's okay. I'm just stupid. We've got some notifications. It's some of you all. Beautiful. It's much appreciated the amount of support I've been getting. I was going to say recently, but I mean just in general. Always means a huge amount to me. Nilfgaardian Knight. Interesting one. Interesting one. Do we get away with Dandelion here? This is probably so wrong. Like, this is the problem. This is why my climb back to pro rank takes so long. Is like, below pro rank, I play like an ape because I'm just like, I just want to do the fun thing. One of the really good things about Dandelion's Inspired is because it boosts the top unit in your deck, you can see what's next. So like, I know Veraxis is my next card on top, which is like amazing information to know that okay, we're gonna get Veraxis, and we can plan ahead for that. It means that like, our Istrid is much better because you know what's going to be on top, and like with Centurion Envoys, you know what's going to be on the. I mean, if you get a couple of plays off on this, you know what your next like 6 or 7 cards are. So it really helps for that, like, you know what you're drawing into. Who are these people playing control decks on, like, day 3 of the patch? Let people have fun. Let me be super greedy. Let me play my greedy decks. I really should just run a Kukadak, to be honest. I was considering putting in Kukadak. It'll probably mean we drop, like, I don't know. I don't even know what we drop, in all honesty. Oh no! Let people have fun. I mean, we know he has an Oracles and a Serret in hand at least. We probably just bait out locks. They're committing quite a bit in round 1 in fairness. Like, Letho coming down is this is kind of good.
Go to hell, I ask you politely.
Because we just played on to 4. And then we do this, and then because he boosts all these, this is free carryover. So we'll put you back, and put you back. Seems good. Seems good. I'll take the free carryover. I'm guessing they probably want that to go to like around 3, but I mean, I don't care. I literally don't care. That works out pretty good for me. I am more than happy to go to a 10-card round. Deck's built for that. I'm concerned about keeping this because I just feel like I mean, we know they have like 1,000,000 locks, so I think we don't bank on it. We don't bank on it. Would like to see Donomir. I don't want to AA for it, but if it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. Shame Dandelion didn't stick. Man, imagine if Dandelion hadn't been locked and we played all the way down to 4. That would have been something else. I guess we are getting casting contest in this round. Alright, not ideal. We missed it earlier, but I mean, I can't really complain when it's like one half of our hand is like incredible, and then the other half is like, lot of 4s. I mean, this pretty much sums up the deck, right? Like, half the deck is like busted top end cards, half of it is like filler to justify the provisions. And I'm not worried about Shani either, because it's also why I was like, fine, just jamming these, because she can res both of these. And they have Zeal, so like you can use their orders straight away, it's not an issue. Fine.
Makes no difference to me.
Like, we knew that was coming at some point, so sooner rather than later. Maybe just Shani now. Maybe just Kedwenny Knight. I think it's just Kedwenny Knight. Not Kedwenny Knight, Kedwenny Sergeant, sorry. It's like, we know they have 1,000,000 locks, and they've got an enslave. Like, yeah, fine. Like, that's really no issue, because they're gonna try and control us out of this game. We know this is gonna happen, where they're just gonna try and absolutely lock us out of this game, which wasn't an intended pun, but here we are. People playing Anna now. It's really something. It's really something. Okay. Like, do we go Donomir, or is this just dead? I feel like Donomir is probably just dead, but I mean, we're doing it. We're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, do we not get Hubert out? We may not get Hubert out. We need to double Shani to get Hubert out, which is a little sad. A little bit sad.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe.
But we'll We'll start with this. It's good a place as any. Is that Hubert? Man. Maybe should have shuffled it 10 earlier with Istrid. What's it gonna summon? Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Would have liked literally anything with orders. You know, like we could have got even like envoys or like the students would have been totally fine. Well, you take what you're given, don't you? Take what you're given. Yeah, we'll just do this. No point. We know they've got tons of stuff. There's no point in us just committing more stuff. They've got an oracles in hand, so we know a lock's coming. I feel like this deck was like built to counter greedy NR. But we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out if it can stop us. Who's hurt? Right? Who has hurt this person? Who has hurt this person? Because I see people's decks, right, and you know something's happened. Like something on ladder has damaged this person. Where like they're running like 1, 2, 3. I would assume another one, 4 locks, a caretaker for purified, a Lambert. It might just be Thrive, might it? It might just be Sabbath. They've been bullied by Sabbath too much and like cost you or something. I don't even know. Poor guy. Just want to give him a hug. I don't even want to play Gerhardt. I think we maybe just play Ansaeus. Don't really like knocking it down, but I mean they do have leader. I mean maybe we do the back row. Yeah, someone's hurt this guy. I guarantee it. Someone has just hurt this poor person. They have another lock, so we don't want to play Gerhardt. And they have a purifier, so we can't even like play Veraxis. Early leader it is. Yeah, looks like poor old Hubert. Yeah, Gerhardt into a teleportation onto our 8-point Carrot Marine, which is a bad play. But because it plays for -1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've still got another lock. We know another one's coming. They think me a fool. They think me a fool. Like, wait. Oh no, that was Oracles that locked. I thought it was. I can't even keep up. I can't keep up. Yeah, who has hurt this person? Honestly, somebody needs to be held accountable for this. So is it teleportation onto this? That is the question. I think it might be. Right, let me do the maths. So we have one alternative is 6 points. One alternative is -5, but then +4, so -1. And then it'll maybe pull a 5. Yeah, that's just not good. Okay, we just accept that Gerhardt's not coming out. That's fine. Absolutely fine. If this guy's got Erden as well, we know they've been bullied if they have Erden. Karathi, okay. I mean, at least we get the reset onto Gerhardt. I mean, I guess we can still pull it if we wanted to.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this. Somebody's hurt this poor guy. Right, we need to be smart about this. So, this can be a 6. This can be like teleportation resets the points, doesn't it? Which is the problem. No, we've lost anyway, whatever. played for like one less. Alright, yeah. I mean, okay, we lose ever so slightly if we're playing against someone who has just teched a million locks. So, okay, this deck isn't unbeatable. This one particular scenario means that you won't win. But yeah, I appreciate you all watching. There'll be plenty of videos coming soon because I've been really loving this patch, and I will catch you in the next one.